The iPad Pro is one of my favorite Apple products. Actually, it is my favorite Apple product. I always tell people if I had to pick one Apple product to live with for the rest of my life, it would be the iPad Pro. I use the iPad Pro every single day. Honestly, mostly to take notes. Sometimes I like to edit 4K videos, sometimes I like to edit photos in Lightroom, and another good majority of the time I like to consume content on this thing. It is definitely an all-in-one device. But is this device for non-pro users and enthusiasts like me and you? What's going on YouTube? It's your boy Rio here, and today we're going to talk about my long-term review of the iPad Pro M4. When the M4 iPad Pro launched, it promised a lot. Insane performance with the M4 chip, a stunning display, and a design that's sleek and practical. And when I first unboxed it, I was actually impressed. But you know how it goes. First impressions is one thing, but day-to-day use is where the magic or frustrations really show. So let's go ahead and talk about the design of this thing. The M4 iPad Pro boasts a sleek, minimalistic design with a thin 64mm aluminum body. It has thin, narrow bezels that frames its stunning liquid retina display. At 700 grams, it feels lightweight yet premium. The precise craftsmanship of this tablet ensures durability, and this thing's portability is definitely unmatched. It's thin, compact, and easy to slip into a bag. It's crazy how this thing delivers powerful performance in such a thin body, making it an excellent companion for productivity and creativity on the go. Okay, let's talk about one of the main reasons why I upgraded my M1 iPad Pro to the M4 iPad Pro, which is honestly the display. It's simple, the display is gorgeous. The new technology this year inside the iPad Pro display is the OLED display, specifically speaking the tandem OLED technology, which is basically two OLED displays stacked on top of each other, which makes my viewing experience probably one of the best I've seen on a tablet this size. Actually, probably on most displays I've actually seen recently. The 120Hz ProMotion display makes everything buttery smooth, and if you're into HDR content, it's like having a mini movie theater in your hands. So one of my favorite movies I enjoy watching on the iPad Pro is probably Speed Racer. It's just something about the deep saturation of the colors in the movie that just catches my eye every time on the iPad. Alright, so we're about to talk about the performance. This thing is a beast. Simple as that. It's able to handle anything I throw at it. Even though I'm not exactly what you call a pro user, I still do some pro things every now and then on this device. I've done light 4K editing in Final Cut with no issue at all, having multiple apps open when I'm taking notes from a PDF or a book. I do have some gaming sessions, even though I don't do anything highly intensive. One game I really play a lot on the iPad Pro is probably Minecraft. It can 100% handle it with ease. But I did try Assassin's Creed Mirage, and it handled it like a regular console. The graphics are great, and it had little to no hiccups. The M4 chip just eats it all up. That being said, if you're upgrading from an M1 or M2, you're probably not going to notice a huge performance boost in everyday tasks, but the heavy intensive stuff, I think it handled it way better than my M1 did. So having an Apple Pencil is definitely one of the key accessories to have with your iPad Pro. It's a tool that helps you with precision and gives you accuracy whether you're video editing, photo editing, drawing, or even taking notes. So I'm not gonna lie, the main reason I have this iPad is to take notes. I take notes all day, every day. Whether I'm taking notes for my certification, while I'm in a meeting at work, Bible study, and even just jotting down my daily thoughts. I remember when I first bought an iPad Pro, I was the only person in my college class taking digital notes. Now, if you walk into college today, you're probably going to get bullied for not having an iPad and taking notes. It's kind of sad, but the world we live in. But yeah, the Apple Pencil Pro is packed with new features. Like, one of the new features I like is the haptic feedback. It's just something like I absolutely enjoy about clicking on something, squeezing it, pressing it, and it's just giving me some haptic vibration. Like I'm actually feeling what I'm doing on the screen. The new squeeze feature is cool to have. It gives you features at your fingertips for whether you're drawing, taking notes, annotating things, video editing, things like that. It's way better than just moving your pencil to where you actually want to click on and stuff. I know it doesn't sound that big of a deal, but it saves a lot of time. Now, a good bit of people will get a keyboard with the iPad Pro. I'm not one of those people. I did have the Magic Keyboard with my M1 iPad Pro, and I barely used it. Like, it was cool to have, but just something typing on that small keyboard with a small screen, I was just like, this is not for me. I prefer my typing experience with something, above a 13-inch. So if you have the 12.9-inch iPad Pro, yeah, probably a good typing experience on that. And I just don't have $300 to just shell out for something I'm not gonna use. But don't get me wrong, the keyboard is nice. So if you prefer a physical typing experience, hey, go for it. But me personally, I'm comfortable with the digital keyboard. Now the battery life. Apple claims you can get 10 hours of battery life, and I agree. You can. Like I said, I'm not a crazy pro user that's using this thing to its fullest potential. So of course the battery isn't going to drop tremendously with the task I throw at it. But with the video editing sessions and Lightroom sessions, I did see the battery drop a little bit, but nothing too concerning where you're going to be disappointed. It still delivers great battery life. I can honestly say for what I use it for, it doesn't see the charger for over 2 days. And that's with no taking all day and content consumption. So is this thing a MacBook replacement? While the M4 iPad Pro is incredibly versatile and powerful, it falls short of being a true MacBook replacement for most users. The limitations of iPad OS, particularly in multitasking and file management, makes it less efficient for workflows that demand seamless app switching and advanced file handling. Even without accessories like the Magic Keyboard, the iPad's tablet's first design prioritizes portability over all functionality of a laptop. For tasks like coding, heavy video editing, or managing intricate projects, it's just something about a MacBook that an iPad can't do. It has flexibility and capability that it just cannot match yet. So 6 months later, is the M4 iPad Pro really worth it? Honestly, if you're a regular consumer, then probably not. But if you're an enthusiast like me or someone who pushes their device to the limit, then yes, this is for you. That being said, if you already own an M1 or M2 iPad Pro, you might not feel the urge to upgrade though. The changes are impressive, but they aren't groundbreaking. But if you want to upgrade from the display, then I say absolutely go for it, because this display is amazing. So what about you? Do you own an M4 iPad Pro yet? Or are you holding out for the M5, the M6, or maybe even the M7? Who knows when they're going to drop another iPad Pro? But let me know down in the comments below what you think. And as always, don't forget to like and subscribe, and don't forget to hit that bell for me so you don't miss any of my future videos. Hey, I appreciate you guys. Thank you for watching. I'll catch you later. Peace.